Hello, everyone. You're watching Cricket Calling. Today is, of course, a very important day in our lives. Happy Holi to everyone. It's a festival of color, and that old song, Rang Barse, Bhige, Chunar Wali Rang Barse. Welcome, Mr. Saurabh Chadda, DDCA legal head, and Mr. Abhijit Sarkar, former CEO of Pune Sahara Warriors. And we have Shakya Mitra also joining us soon, hopefully. You'll be able to join. Happy Holi. Well, it's not happy, Mr. Chadda, for the way we saw last night for Hardik Pandya. Uh, we expected the script to be somewhat different, but it turned out to be the other way around. Your thoughts on Hardik Pandya being booed? I mean, his homecoming party was completely crashed, spoiled, smashed by the GT Gujarat Titans. Your thoughts?
Very happy Holi to everyone, including the host, Mr. Basu. Now, Mr.
Yes.
Basu, what we saw yesterday at the Mumbai's home ground was how much Rohit Sharma is loved by the Mumbai crowd, by the Mumbai people.
It was in Ahmedabad.
Oh, sorry.
But yeah,
sorry.
they love.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Stand corrected.
Yeah,
Stand
right.
corrected. So, see what we saw yesterday was how we have heroes in cricket.
Yeah.
Virat Kohli playing for Bengaluru, coming to Delhi would be wow from everybody, single person.
Yeah.
So the Indian cricket fans are so unpredictable. They're see, we saw Women Premier League, Delhi playing against RCB, and the chants were RCB playing in Delhi. So and what we saw yesterday was really and Mr. Basu, the wave I am following since WPL and including the this opening part of the IPL. What I understand is that the game has now shifted from the first 10 overs to last 5 overs. Now the game has shifted from first 10 overs to last 5 overs because you will see now it has more. If you follow WPL and the IPLs, these few games which have happened, it has become more of a consolidation for first 5. Obviously, first power play you have to score. Then it is consolidation. Keep wickets till 14, 15 over, and then you just start scoring runs. Similarly, when you're bowling, it has become a game where your last 4, 5 overs matters the most. And that's what we saw yesterday, day before yesterday.
Yeah.
How last 4, 5 overs changed the total direction of the match, of the game, how it took the match away from Mumbai Indians. And obviously, Shubman Gill's first maiden captaincy against his earlier captain. So that game was fantastic. Had so much in it.
Absolutely. Abhijit sir, your thoughts on Hardik Pandya not ending on a high? And we all expected it was Mumbai all the way. Mumbai always had that edge because of the lineup. Probably they were missing Surya Kumar Yadav, but Bumrah was exceptional. Everything was good except that the fact that you didn't land up winning the game, which is important. What you do, you have to win. Hardik didn't win last night. Your thoughts?
Yeah, he showed lots of overconfidence, but he was not able to inspire his team to win. And I didn't know why he held himself back for batting. He came so late. It was a little surprising for me. He had lots of faith in his bowling, but I don't know that he has great potential in batting. If he would have come earlier, he could have easily finished off the match. And um, uh, anyway, Mumbai as a team always believes in individual brilliance to win matches. And Gujarat Titans showed yesterday, if you work as a team, if you perform as a team, you can
Mm.
win any matches even at the last moment. And as you in every tournament like IPL and any league all over the world, there are some seasoned campaigners of IPL, the
Yeah.
Premier Leagues like Umesh Yadav, Sandeep Sharma. They know how to tackle the batsman at the last few overs. That was
Mm.
seen yesterday, and because of
Mm.
that, Gujarat Titans was able to sail through, and it was a great victory for them because everybody knew that Mumbai will come, see, and conquer, and
Mm.
there will be Hardik all over the place. But that was not to be. And the way look, Hardik was born in Gujarat. Naturally, Baroda had born. It's part of Gujarat, and then he left for Mumbai. So naturally, the whole crowd fraternity was not so happy. But it happens because his very superstar is changing from his alienation from one team to another team with whom he had made champions in the past.
Yeah.
So, but it's good for IPL because as
Absolutely.
Mumbai's first match, second match woes continues. Uh, they always lose the first few matches. I don't know. It's the luck factor or whatever that is, and then they start performing in the later part. But we are
Yeah.
expecting, and as I said, I think I predicted yesterday also. It was nice to see Rohit Sharma the way he was playing. Rohit Sharma and Brevis was absolutely smoothly sailing through. The ball losing wickets. At that point of time, again, I'm repeating it. If Hardik would have come, the match would have been finished by then.
Yeah, Hardik actually should have promoted instead of the order. We are also joined by Shakya Mitra. Of course, he worked with the sports ministry for many years. Shakya, just want to know from you how good was Hardik Pandya, the captain?
It was his first match as captain. He's got a good side. I mean, like it's definitely the best Mumbai side for the last 3 years. And I think whatever he's done with Gujarat last 2 years, he's taking it forward into the team. But again, I do agree he should have probably come ahead of Tim David. I I know that what happened with Mumbai was like they, their strategy was correct. Playing out Rashid Khan for singles was not a bad decision because they backed themselves to hit the other the fast bowlers. But I want to credit the performance of one player in the Gujarat team, and that is Mohit Sharma, who has made an unbelievable comeback in the last 2 seasons. And I think he's thrown himself into the race for an India spot in the World T20. If he can, he took 27 wickets last year. He bowled really well. I thought he was the man of the match yesterday, Mohit Sharma, because I mean, terrific return. I mean, he's not been playing regular. He wasn't playing regularly in the IPL from 2016-17. Then Gujarat picked him up. He was a net bowler, and then he's come in to Gujarat. And I think he made the difference, Mohit Sharma, yesterday. Two very good overs in the middle. And again, without Shami, without Hardik, Gujarat found a way to win.
Absolutely. It has happened before also. I mean, cricket is not dependent on individuals. That's the best part of it. Individual can win you a game, not a tournament. But Mr. Chadda, I would want to hear from you. That was a lovely gesture of Hardik Pandya taking Ishan Kishan to Jai Bhai, as he's popularly affectionately known in the circuit. And then Jai Shah, besides secretary, hugging Ishan Kishan, and they were talking, and Ishan could speak his mind, and that sight was amazing. We see such visuals, you feel Indian cricket is in safe hands. Your thoughts on that?
Mr. Basu, Indian cricket indeed is in safe hands. We can say from what we have seen of Indian cricket in last 3, 4, 5 years. And that gesture you're talking about, see, one thing which is to be the players in Indian cricket are they become so big, obviously because of the fan following, the amount of fan following they have, the population which backs them. Ishan Kishan is one such player. He's a good player. He has
Yeah.
shown that in past. He has shown his commitment towards the game. But what all controversy which entailed what happened to him, how he was not given what we may say he deserved it, but there are obviously there are two school of thoughts, because I firmly believe, and I believe you also believe, that this the stand which BCCI has taken regarding the red ball cricket or the Ranji Trophy, which players must play, is a fair and a very good stand which they have taken.
Yeah.
Because at
Yeah.
the end of the day, for any cricket lover, a true cricket lover, that red ball cricket is what I feel is the actual cricket.
Absolutely. I remember you telling me many, many months ago, before BCCI actually came into sort of woke up to the fact that we have to take a stand, and a very strict stand. I remember you telling me over the phone that this has to be made clear that, people are ignoring red balls so much, and you hardly found players to play. I mean, Delhi's struggled also in Ranji Trophy because there was hardly
If
any
I may
fast
make
bowler.
a controversial statement on your show, how
Ah,
people are ignoring red ball cricket or a longer format of cricket, the captain of Mumbai Indian is the best example of it.
oh God. I mean, sir, red ball gives you that base, and it just when you're playing white ball, it's so easy peasy. Even as a batter, also. Tell me something. Your expectation from Hardik Pandya. He was a little embarrassed also. I thought when he came for the post-match ceremony and the way he was booed, and he kept a very brave front, which is important. And I love that side of Hardik Pandya because you have to take it on your stride. You have to be emotionally very strong, which Hardik showed that part also, because you have to be a good loser as well when you're playing, right? Abhijit sir, can you hear me?
Look, first of all, I would like, can you hear me or not?
Yeah, 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 I
Yeah.
can hear you.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I would just like to add what you were discussing, that
uh,
you like the sight of Hardik taking Ishan to Mr.
yeah,
Jaisha and
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mr. Shah
Mm.
hugging. I would have loved the sight more if both Rohit Sharma and Hardik would have taken
I think the
Ishan
internet is breaking up.
together to Jaisha. You trying to say so, because I did like the way all the discussions was going on. Your voice is also breaking. Yeah.
Your
Hello.
internet is breaking, I think. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think your internet is,
Hello.
yeah, I
Is
can't
it
hear
clear
you.
now?
Your internet is breaking.
Can
You have to rejoin. I guess you have to rejoin. If you can rejoin, your internet is breaking. Shakya, if I can just bring you in here, the way you have to rejoin. Shakya, I want to know from you your reaction to what we saw on the field. I mean, keeping a brave face is very important. And you have you've seen how Lucknow is, right? You worked in that group also. So how do you see Lucknow losing out? Because whatever said and done, whatever runs you scored, whatever wickets you take, you've got to make your team win. That is important. If you're not doing that, so
You've
what
raised
is KL Rahul doing? I mean, he wants to play. He said he'll be batting him in the middle order. Then all of a sudden he goes up the order. And what exactly happens? I mean, he's
you've
not
raised
finishing
a
the job. All is well that ends well.
fantastic point. Indranil, you've raised a fantastic point, and I'll also get, I'll also like to hear Saurabh Bhai's inputs on this as well. I think that there's a change in approach starting in this IPL, and I've seen this on the first match itself. I think making up 40 of 20 balls or a 40 of 23 balls or a 30 of 15 balls is much more valuable than making a 50 or 40 balls. We saw Rachan Ravindra in the first match. We saw Faf du Plessis, though it came in a losing cause. Abhishek Sharma, Mayank Agarwal, Jaiswal, they are not playing for the orange cap. It's very important to maximize the power play. 58 of 44 deliveries that Rahul made yesterday, and and I'm sure there were a lot of dot balls in that as well. I don't know if this can carry on. And Rahul has done very well. He's won the orange cap on 3 occasions in the last 6 years, but his team has not qualified. Well, Lucknow did qualify for the semi-finals. No, they didn't. I mean, Joss Butler was orange cap that year. But maximizing the power play is very important. And I think that era of getting 50 or 40 and a strike rate of 110, that's not going to do. You need to maximize the power play, and we've seen that in the first. I mean, and I hope that carries on. Even Rohit Sharma played quite aggressively as well. His strike rate was quite good. So.
Absolutely. Abhijit sir, are you able to hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Am I clear now?
Yeah, absolutely loud and clear. Your team lost. I hope you didn't have dinner last night because your team lost. You must have felt very sad. And, I hope you skipped your dinner.
Question arises. I don't know. Being Langer being there and Klosner being there, I don't know. Maybe there was a lack of an Indian counterpart because of how Ayush Baduni was promoted, and instead of Pooran not coming, so the way they promoted a few of the players, and because of which Pooran came, he turned around the match. He was about to win also, but in the last moment, actually the way Sandeep Sharma bowled, really commendable. And although I think Patikal somebody missed a catch, not Patikal, the player missed the catch, floored the catch of Pooran, so that's why he was lucky. And second factor, most important factor, that LSDF certainly has to work, being Jaunty again, the season Jaunty Roads, all the full foreign on entourage, Jaunty Roads being there, LSD has to work in their fielding. Their fielding was pathetic. Mohsin Khan flooring a catch, Patikal flooring a catch. But they are a very strong team. They bat. But they are a strong team. I think they are bound to bounce back. They are very bad deep down the order. But I felt Krunal was also out of nick. And as far as I think somebody was speaking about the power play, it was a double paced pitch. So they were planning in that way. And Rahul had no options after losing 3 or 4 wickets. He had to be steady at the wicket, and then he tried to pace up the in the later part, which was not possible. Actually, Ashwin being there, and although Chahal was not in his element, anyway in that ground Chahal has not performed according to his potential. What I feel strongly, but still Rahul had planned his inning quite properly, and then slowly when Pooran came over, they were just sailing through. But absolutely very good planning by Samson, although their team's fielding was also slightly not up to the mark. But the brilliant bowling by Sandeep Sharma and the plan, the way they planned, the slow bouncers which they're bowling, and because of which that critical one over before the last over, because of which Samson and the Rajasthan Royal won. But I'm pretty confident the team they have. And one more thing I would like to point out, they bowled every bowler. I don't know if Stoinis has backed out. Why was not Stoinis bowled yesterday? That was very surprising. So
you're in Lucknow, you should call them and ask. You're in Lucknow, you should call them and ask why Stoinis was not bowled.
So it was but definitely it was a feeling that maybe it is a full Klosner being there, Langer being there, Jaunty Roads being there. I think there is some think tank, Indian think tank should also be associated with that.
Absolutely. Mr. Chadda, the way we saw Rishabh Pant batting other day, he came with certain intent. I really loved that intent. He may not have scored a big run in that game against Punjab, but again Punjab is taking on I think RCB tonight. and RCB means Virat Kohli, and he I thought was quite average when he came back. He was also he had a long hiatus from the game. Your thoughts on the game which is going to happen tonight on a holiday? I really feel sad about these cricketers once in a while because I do love talking about cricket. That's why I'm here on a holiday, but they don't get a holiday on a holiday, which is a very sad thing. But cricketers, they're professionals. But Virat Kohli, being the most professional cricketer, how do you see him coming to his elements? You think it's going to be tough? It's going to be easy? We saw a little bit of Virat Kohli in the previous game. Your thoughts?
First, Mr. Basu, I won't miss Rishabh Pant, talking about Rishabh Pant and seeing his batting the other day. And if you'll just go back and see that marvelous drive, that cover drive which he played, and
Yeah.
and that showed that he is back, and he's back with a bang. I agree that on the given day he didn't score much, but at least he's there. And while he was keeping, also you could see that he is okay. He'll bounce back. Now coming to Virat Kohli, see, he's such a big player, and he's always there in big games, and he'll play it out in big games. We have seen it in we are seeing him from past many years, so we can't really talk much about him. He is, but I believe what he needs to do is, now there is that aggression, that Dilli wala aggression is always there with him. Obviously, he's from Delhi. So that aggression has to be channelized, as I keep saying every time when I talk about him, that aggression has to be channelized, and it has to be channelized in his game. Instead of coming out through mouth as we do in Delhi, that has to go, and he has to really, he has to, that aggression has to
Absolutely.
show in his game.
Absolutely.
Dana will
Shakya,
agree
I
with
just, yeah, absolutely. I completely agree with you, but it's about channelizing your aggression the right way. But Shakya, tell me, momentum is such a big thing. We've seen RCB initially starting off. They're not a slow starter. They start off well, and
Yeah.
then they sort of sort of lose their track towards the end of the league phase, which they're been happening for the last 16 years. But Punjab is another team which is looking good on paper. They've
Yeah.
never had the this luxury of starting a game with a win, and which they did against Delhi. I thought it was a convincing win. How confident would be Punjab? Your thoughts on that,
You know,
and to get over that Virat Kohli factor? Yeah,
no, I think Punjab is, you look at their history in the IPL, two semifinals in 16 seasons. That's a little misleading because they've been in contention for the semifinals. I mean, of those 16 seasons, maybe 3 or 4 times, but they were in contention for a semifinal spot on almost 12 to 13 of those 16 seasons. So it's not that they've been far away, but the thing with Punjab is, holding their nerve in the last 2, 3 games. They start well, but they tend to not close out tournaments very well. So I think getting points on the board is good for them. They have a good bowling attack. Harshal Patel has come into the side, playing on his former home ground and against his former franchise. But on the whole, their bowling is pretty good, and their batting is also
better than RCBs. Better than RCBs.
the bowling is better than RCB. Batting is also quite good. But Punjab. I want Punjab to do well because it's they're not a bad side. If you look at Karan, Livingston, even the Indian players, Jitesh Sharma is there, Prab Simran is there. Atharva Taide, he didn't get to play the last game, but he's been having a good domestic season as well. So, even their bowlers, it's a good side. I mean, Rahul Chahar has not been at his best since he's moved to Punjab. He's someone whom they'll expect a lot out of because he's their lead spinner. But, I hope Punjab, I actually feel Punjab, if they can play to their potential and they don't lose their nerve in the last 2, 3 games like they have in so many seasons, I won't be surprised if Punjab can reach the playoffs this year.
All right, that's a big statement coming from you. Punjab can reach the Playoffs.
But
Wow.
they'll have to hold their nerve. They don't play the last 3 games of any season. I mean, the fact that they've reached the semifinals only twice is not because they're a bad side. It's because they haven't played the important matches well in the end of the
Absolutely.
season.
So, Abhijit sir, Virat Kohli in T20 team and these matches, I was a little surprised when I was told that Virat's form in IPL will be judged before he's actually considered for the T20 World Cup team. I thought it was kind of unfair to a player who has maximum runs in T20. So, how do you see Virat shaping up in this initial games for RCB and helping RCB to get that momentum, which is important?
Look, he has come after a long gap. Has come back. So then actually 1 or 2 matches he will take time to settle down,
Hmm.
and I'm quite sure that he will be in the Indian team for the World Cup. They cannot
Yes.
ignore Virat
Yeah.
Kohli,
Yeah.
especially Rohit Sharma. Virat Kohli has to be there. You see now even Surya Kumar Yadav is unfit. I think when he will be back, I don't know. You see how Shreyas Iyer is playing. I hope he comes back in his form. So now India has no options. They have to continue with this two seasoned superstars of theirs like Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli. So I think of course they will try to calculate that about the strike rate of both the players. But I know as I don't know about the US pitches. I think for West Indies pitches will suit the batsmen like Rohit Sharma and as well as Virat Kohli. So they will be there in the team. And as far as we were talking about RCB and Punjab, look, RCB has always again on top line like Fab, Virat, or Patidar and Maxwell. So they've all been their batting has been dependent on these four players.
Yeah.
But as far as Punjab is concerned, or they have, as I have repeatedly told you that they've always performed well on the table at the auction. They have a very good team until when, as Shakya was speaking about, when they reached the same final. That was the year of Maxwell, the way Maxwell was playing. But unfortunately, when the day came, he got out quite early, so they lost it. But that was again the type of individual brilliance. But as an overall team in the bowling, they have Rabada, they have Sam Curran, they have Harshal Patel, and the batting as a finisher, they have Livingston, and the Sam Curran as an all-rounder, the way he was playing. So overall, it's a very balanced side, but every year they have a very strong side. But well, like 2, 3 years back, they had Shami with them as well. But when the critical matches come, they lose the matches. So if they are able to be consistent and at least two of players on the top down the orders and two of the bowlers are consistent, and they are, of course, we cannot forget Ashdeep there being there, our our future T20 star. So they have all of them. So all the masalas, if you can add, of bowlers, batting, finishers. So if they are able to combine, and Mr. Sanjay Bangar, the new coach, is able to motivate them together, I think they are a very, very strong side for this year's IPL.
Love to see a new champion really in IPL. We've seen sort of old, horse coming and making a mark there. Mr. Chadda, I'm a Bengali, but I'm not supporting KKR. You're a Punjabi. Are you supporting Punjab?
I would support Punjab when it's not playing against DC.
Okay, so your team is DC, Delhi Capitals. You're very loyal, I
Yes,
must
I'll
say.
always. I am a total Rishabh Pant fan. You know that my son is a very big
Yes,
fan of Rishabh Pant.
yes.
So, so I have to be fair to my family.
Okay, that's
Therefore,
lovely.
when it is not playing against DC, they lost that match against DC. DC lost that
Yeah,
match against Punjab. But otherwise, Shikhar is there. I'm a big fan of Shikhar also, and a very good opening batsman. They're always giving a start. So it's a
yes,
good side. As Dada said, it's a very good side. Very good side. You have all the masala, all the mixtures, right mixtures. But as he rightly pointed out, it is the crucial game which they always end up losing, and therefore it is that they have not been in the reckoning in past few seasons. But again, a very good side, Punjab, and definitely being a Punjabi, I'm a Delhiite, and being a Punjabi, I truly support Punjab after Delhi.
I wish I could do the same for Kolkata because they hardly put a Kolkata player or a Bengal player into that team. I can't
And
understand that.
now one of your favorites in the team. Therefore, you all the more reason of not going that
Saurav
way.
Ganguly. Saurav Ganguly. I know what you.
No, no, no,
Abhijit sir.
no, no. You know whom I'm talking about, Mr. Basu. You know whom I'm talking about. Dada is here in
But
DC.
I know Dada. Uh,
Affection
I
for all
know.
the players. So
I know.
there are all over the place.
But do you have any news, Abhijit sir, about Saurav Ganguly owning some stake in Delhi Capitals? Is it true? Are you aware of it?
The legal head, the legal head of DDC is sitting there. You are asking me. He knows everything.
No, no, no. He is
So
not part
and
of the franchise. He is with the association.
now, but
Unfortunately, sir,
is the legal fraternity?
I have no legal or illegal role to play in Delhi Capitals. So
I
therefore, I
know.
don't know.
No, no, no. That nothing can be illegal, but the legal fraternity, nothing is hidden. So if under the wraps anything is happening, he must be knowing about it. But anyway, now coming to the point, look, Parth Jindal has certainly, and the whole Jindal family has certainly have very strong bonds with Saurabh
So
Ganguly.
does it
Since
mean the
they
bonding has come
father,
into
but
a business relationship with Saurav Ganguly?
even
I'm
it
hearing.
happens good for DC. Even
You see,
if it happens good for DC.
Saurav always wanted a team. Yeah.
Saurabh Ganguly, but look, but there are two stalwarts there, Ricky Ponting and Saurabh Ganguly. Like yesterday, we were talking that who suggested Abhishek Porel, but I know it was suggested by Ricky Ponting. It was not by Saurabh Ganguly, and it was a good
Mm.
decision and the way he played. So there are two stalwarts there. If there would have been one, I would have said, okay, now that person is behind it. So the two stalwarts being there, either DC will be in an advantageous position because Ricky Ponting is still backing Prithvi Shaw. He,
Yeah.
although now he has started speaking that he has to prove his talent. So naturally, I think this can
Yes.
be this is good for DC also, and this can be a bit difficult for DC also because the two stalwarts, their own opinions, getting into the head of the players when they are being briefed. So sometimes it becomes difficult. And the accountability part, I don't know how the franchisee has decided who will be accountable because both are the stalwarts in their own way.
So we will see. Delhi is not playing today. But before we wrap up the show quickly, Sakya, tonight, who's going to be the X factor for RCB and Punjab? Quickly.
RCB. I'd like to see how Cameron Green goes. I think he had. I think the two bouncer rule has brought a lot of people into play, and I think But I do hope they're a little flexible with the batting order. So I would like to see how Cameron Green goes. Very impressed by Yash Dayal. I think Yash Dayal has made a good
Yes, he was
first
moving the ball
impression.
very well. And
As for
Punjab?
Punjab, I think the whole team is quite good, but I I think that again, Arshdeep is a good player, and even Liam Livingston is a
Okay.
Liam Livingston is
Liam
good,
is a very good player, of
but
course. Yeah.
I'll actually I think the game could come down to how the Bangalore handles the Punjab spinners, because that's where I think the little bit of weakness in Punjab has been. So yeah,
All right. All right. We will see that in the evening. Abhijit
and
sir, your X factor.
I fancy, I would actually be happy if Punjab wins. So
Okay. Abhijit sir, your X factor quickly before we wrap the show. We're running short of time.
RCB, Maxwell and Faf, and for Punjab, Shikhar Dhawan
Shikhar,
and the other player which I forgot the name, and Sam Curran.
Sam Curran. All right. Uh, Mr. Chadda, before we wrap the show,
Sam,
your thoughts about the X Factor. Who will actually make a difference? Because there is so much of thoughts going into it, and who is actually going to perform. It's a lottery, but people still do it. They love doing mentioning the X Factor. Your thoughts?
Mr. Basu, my take is that the X factor would be the impact player. How they utilize that provision of impact player, and
Yeah.
that would be the X factor. And with Punjab last time they brought in Prab Simran, and
Okay.
I have really seen him play in Delhi also. Recently, the Punjab visited Delhi. He plays exceptionally good cricket, and the day he played, he was playing quite well. So if he's brought in again as an impact player, I see he has got a start, and let's see if he's able to make something out of this season of IPL. And for
Absolutely. It's a good
Mumbai
debut.
and for RCB, my heart would again be with Virat. Virat has to play
Truly,
and has to
truly
really
has to
do
perform. And
do, some justice for us.
yes, and you can't get you can't get a better day than this on a holy day. It's a festival of colors. We want to see some variation, some variety in Virat Kohli's batting, and we'll be all engaged watching that. Thanks, Mr. Chadda, Avijit sir, Shakya for coming on Cricket Calling. It's a broadcast. It'll come every day. We'll discuss. We are into the fourth day
happy
tomorrow.
Holi.
Happy Holi. We'll be back tomorrow at noon, and take care. Have a great day and a safe day. Good day. Bye.
Thank you, Mr. Basu.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Happy Holi.